Okay, I'm on the ATMX map, which is like a fantasy map. Let you have a little look here. I've got no job on, but here's the ATMX map. It's just off the coast there of where San Francisco, Eureka, goes up to here, across here. Oh, San Jose. Well, anyway, let's zoom out. Yeah, it's off the coast there. I have come along here, pretty boring straight road. This was quite higgledy-piggledy. Yeah, I've done a job down here, but I just want to explore this little bit here before I get off. So I've got no load on because, you have to do that sometimes, otherwise you just can't do these roads. So I'm in my Western Star.
Ready to roll.
Take me lights off. As usual, I've been messing about with some of the settings. As you'll know, if you've listened to some of my other uploads, I had a load of messing with me stalks. I've got Moser stalks. And I honestly don't know why, because for about 4 months I've had the stalks and I've been using them, not a problem. Then all of a sudden my stalks would not work. I couldn't work it out. Unplugging and plugging them in. Got in touch with Moser. Everything was okay, so the stalks themselves are good. And after a lot of messing, better stay in line here actually. Oh no, I'll go down. I thought that was a toll. So after a lot of messing, I found out, just by accident, when I'm not recording with OBS Studio, they worked perfect. It was like a eureka light bulb moment. Let's hope he's turning right. Never seen his indicators. Yeah, he is. Yeah, so naturally I thought, okay, then it's OBS software.
Turn left and then turn right.
Must have been an update or something, and I went to all them backdating. I've backdated loads of things. Anyway, long and short, cut of the story is, it's not me program that was at fault or anything. It's what's called throttling. Because I did try another recording software program called Meld. I haven't done that too. But as I say, I was using it for 4 months with the same settings I've got in game, and not a problem. So what's happened, I don't know. Anyway, let's get past this guy. Anyway, so yeah, if I turn OBS off now, I can have, as you can see, I'm getting 90 frames per second up at the top right. I've preset that in game. I can go up to 100 and these stalks will work. Go over 100 and they don't work. So it's throttling, you see. In the OBS software, I've put that up as a high priority for CPU. Little bits of messing about and that, and I'll get a bit of stuttering now and again. You might see a bit of lag or stutter, and then again that's throttling again. I think it's down to all this business. So then I have to go down to 60 frames a second, say, if it starts annoying me, or take some mods off. So I'm at the threshold, really. I mean, I've got a decent NVIDIA card. What one is it? It's a 6040. 16 gig. The TI version as well, you know, which is like the premium. AMD Ryzen processor, you know, good gaming machine and everything. But as I say, it's somewhere struggling, and that's the quandary is, you know, it was alright for 4 months. So I'd even been through, you know, backdating some of the updates from
Get ready to turn right.
NVIDIA. I never seem to do anything. I backdated Windows updates.
Turn right.
Didn't do a damn thing, you know, so can't really put my finger on it, how I could get it back to the way it was. Something's doing it. But for now, as I say, I've either got to lower the frames per second, got rolled up there in the air. So, yeah, never stop recording. I can put my FPS up and that. My monitor's 180Hz, I've got that locked in at 180. And as I say, I used to put the FPS about 177. Got G-Sync on as well. Tried all different things, like. But that's the only cure, so if you're finding you've got the Moser TWS wheel like myself, and the stalks, and you're recording at the same time, and your stalks don't work, you know, you naturally think it's a stalk problem, don't you? It's more than likely a throttling problem, you know, so you've got to pull back on the graphics and stuff like that, the frames per second. As I say, it's on 90 now. I do sometimes go down to 60 even. To be honest, you know, there's not a great deal of difference even on 60. People say, well, the game doesn't do any more than 60 frames per second. You know, I don't know if that's working, because obviously I'm getting 90 now, aren't I? So I'm no expert on FPS and all that, like. So, you know, it's a bit of a contradiction in my head. I'm going, well, if it only does 60 frames per second, how come I'm getting 90? I don't know how it works. But that's what I've got now. 90 FPS, about 180Hz set. As the refresh rate for the monitor, or whatever the category it's under. The stalks are working. The game's recording. So as I say, you'd have to have these similar circumstances I'm on. you know, if you're not recording anything, you'd never know any of these problems. Funny enough though, it happened in Mel's studio. But what else did I try, and it didn't happen whatsoever. I think it was Nvidia's own screen recording. But for some reason, I didn't use it. Because of maybe, I don't know, EQing on the mic or something, or it was too much messing. I mean, I really do like OBS. Mel Studio's not bad, stuff like that. Oh, look at the view, folks. In this fantasy world, ATMX. Now you do have to be careful, I've noticed, you know, on these roads, if you're actually using your jake brake, you're going a bit too fast. I think it wants to fling you off right down that bleeding dip. Jeez, I need fuel and all that. So I could try and pick a job up there, but I'm not going to bother. We'll stay in this view for a bit. You know, might as well have a look at the place. This is the Ruth pivot cam, by the way, which you can turn your head and look, you know, it's brilliant. So, again, I'm going to use the normal brake. Take no chances. I really do need some fuel. Don't know whether there's any fuel stations here. Let's try the jake here. Not too bad. I think if you've got something a little bit open to the side here, it wants to fling it off. Like if you was at this corner, it'd be going, no, there you go, get off there, you. Here. Go on, down you go. Do a bit of sightseeing down that hill. Yes. You know, we've got a river or whatever it is. A railway line. Some crazy roads and buildings. So, you know, the kids will love this, won't they? This is what they go on, really, wouldn't they? Where all this geared for console comes out. They'll probably want it like this all the way through. Put jumps in it and everything.
Get ready to turn right.
Right. I could cut that corner off by the looks
Turn
of
right.
it. What is that there? Oh, it's just a company. Oh, I couldn't have come out anyway. Yeah, the beauty of this cam's brilliant, the roof cam. Oh, except when you smash into a lamp. Gotta take the Jake brake off, eh? So I've got a bit of a climb coming ahead of us. The good thing about this map is the hills. Oh yeah, look at the one on a bridge there. Look where that takes you to up there. IRT. Right, now, I see a fuel depot there. Head towards that.
Turn right.
And turning left, I'm afraid.
Finding a new route.
So, starlighting. Get some gas up here. I'll go this way for it.
Reroute. Okay, let's find a new route.
Don't bloody past it. Stay on the left.
Make a U-turn when possible.
Job's waiting to be done there. Hi mate. Yeah, it is an interesting place to go round in it, you know. You put the indicators on and you can't even hear them.
And then turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, this is, you can just see in it, you know, the go-to console, which it is doing in it, this game. Kids will love this. Look at that, that's missing there. That's the castle sign. Oh, little few bits need fixing by the looks of it. Okay, how much? $3.79. Oh, she's having a lovely drink. Yeah, a little bit different. Here's the cheat sheet. There is it. Hung back a bit. Let's put the handbrake on. There it is. Fab Mart. The different bits of grass there. Right. Oh, going into bloody reverse there. The tree there. Burger place there. Yeah, it's a weird world, isn't it? The beauty of it is you do what you like, don't you?
Go straight on.
Yeah, but as I say, I think the kids will be heading for this sort of map. Yeah, just let your imagination take over, innit? You're building worlds like this. Hotel Inn. There used to be a pub sort of in Liverpool. It was called the Cockwell Inn.
Get ready to turn right.
We were forced to change it, the name of it. Oh my God.
Turn right.
The Cockwell Inn. Well, you can understand why, like, only in Liverpool, bit of graffiti. There he is. Choo-choo pulling into the station there. Wonder if you'll stop. You know, something like this, if you can get out your cab, go in a car, jump on a motorbike, get on the train if you like. I had a feeling it'd stop there. You know, that'd be great, wouldn't it? You know, just go round at this place, looking out the window on a train ride. Drive to an airport, jump in a plane, or a little hang gliding centre, go and hire one of the hang gliders or something, you know. If you had all that difference, and then, you know, just if you just want to walk around, you know, and to top it all off with the kids, give them guns, let them kill each other, you're onto a winner, aren't you? It's got everything. Let them chop each other up.
Go straight on.
That's all he did, innit? Just killing everything. Kill, kill, kill. My lad, he must kill 1 million people before bedtime every night. Boring. For me anyway, you know. Not for me. You used to have the war games, you know. And but I like them when you're in charge of a team and you can plan ahead. There used to be an old one many years ago like that, and you send the men over there and everything on dead hard, you know what I mean? So like, you know, his games, you're getting shot 50 times, it's not even affected, you know, you think, freaking hell. there's no sense of danger or nothing, just running out willy-nilly into hails of bullets. So I used to have it on hard when I was doing them years ago even. And like you'd be walking along, you're getting shot and you'd be like, what the hell, I can't get past this point. And then eventually you twig on, it's a sniper in a building 100 metres away, killing you every time. So then you have to start playing sensibly. Rarely, if you were in enemy territory, in a sort of an urban environment, would you just be walking out into the middle of the streets? No, you wouldn't. So then you'd have your binoculars on, yeah, you'd have a little peek round the corner, little peek back in, swoop down, get your binoculars out, look at the buildings in the distance, see if you can see any snipers. All that, it's a sense of realism, you know, whereas, you know, you're just running out, getting shot 1,000 times and nothing's happening. There's no sense in it. Game for me, anyway, you know. It's just point and shoot game. Yeah, see, my dog agrees. Always agrees with me, that dog. Yes, Paul. Yeah, so much better if you've got it on a, you know, sort of realism. Yeah, there used to be an Owl Army one, I can't remember what it was, and I'd command so many men. It wasn't like the big titles. And you'd send a unit over there first, instead of you was all going and getting killed in case it was an ambush. You know, you had to plan it out and think about it. So you'd send a team over, maybe 5 guys. Probably women now, like, but, you know, don't just run out in the open fields. And then you'd take your team and go round them. And, you know, bit of thought to it. Bit of strategy. Rather than just running round like a headless chicken, guns ablaze and killing everything. Yeah, no, it's fun for some people, you know. Yeah, it can be fun. Let's drop a gear, drop another gear, I think. Not up there. The good thing about this map as well is, you know, if you're practicing on your oh my bloody head thing's stopped now. Oh, it's back on. Yeah, if you're practicing with your gear stick, you know, especially with the load on. Now I daren't use my Jake brake. I just want to do that right off there. Again, I'm indicating, but
Turn left.
yeah, it's a nice little change, you know. Plenty of variety. As I say, the first bit I did, I come right down sort of the middle of this map. Quite a long straight road. I thought, ooh, a bit boring. But, you know, you get to these edges and that. There's a lot of variety. Okay, what have we got left? 2 hours, 6 mins. Along uphill there. Now you see if you had a heavy load on, try and get a bit of speed built up. lot of gear splitting as well. Yeah, so a very good place to come for practicing for your loads. What's that? See on here, it's also like the dirt roads. No doubt the chief will want to fling it off again. Oh yeah, I'm only going slow like. No, we don't meet any traffic either, do we, you know, on these stretches, like, not that you want to. It's a bit like the Mexican hills, that was bad runs, you know. Yeah, you'll get traffic, but some of the mountainous roads are real dodgy. And so they don't put any traffic on with you. I've got me Detroit DD16 something engine in now. Yeah, it's a bit quieter in the cab with it, you know. But I could have tried the Cummins engine, which I really... Oh, so I've met where I was before. Anyway, yeah, the Cummins engine, if you get the one that's above 600 horsepower, you have to look for it in Z-mods. The X15 range. And, oh, the engine is just beautiful, throaty, tappet noises, growling, you know, proper truck engine sound. That would have been nice on here, because I like it when it's not too noisy, you see. You know, when you've got your foot down like that, especially on a long run. It can be a bit draining on the ears and loud. But as an engine for going around urban places and keeping within the speed limit, brilliant. I might swap it out. Try it on the next section. It's just such a lovely sound. I might as well carry on, let you see this bit. Wow. Yeah. Oh, it's about the top here, aren't we? Crazy world. Down there and pick a job up. Let's have a look. Exxon. Anyway, I got to where we wanted to go. Might pick a job up here and do the next section. Change the engine. See what they've got for us. Yeah, freight. Sometimes you don't get a job. Oh, yeah, 13. Oh, it's too far. No, can't do that. Way too far. Okay. So I might as well just go round the top of the corner for you to really finish off that map. Indicate. Not in this view. Yeah, the kids will probably drive in this view all the time as well. This is not bad when you've got this roof cam mod on, actually. Otherwise, if I go through them, hang on, be careful here, I want to fling it off there. So, in that view, so that's the one that, oh, that one you don't have. Back to this. Once you go off the side there, it's good night Vienna. Jump back into this view, right? I wish I had my man TGX Euro 6 XLL or double XL in this game, for the reason being it's got a massive windscreen, you know, you can see a lot more. So let's have a little look here now on the map. Let's get the map up. So, we've come down this section. I might as well just do this little bit, eh? Sort of finish it off here. Let's look for a job here somewhere. What time is it? 5? Yeah. Maybe go here, have a kip. Take a job on. I always like to start.
Time to hit the brake.
Nice and early. Oh, left it in. Start up there. Oh, trying to zoom in. I'm sure that's a big duck. I've seen it before. Hang on, see it up there, the yellow thing. Hang on. Yeah, see that? It is, yeah. Oh. But it's getting pulled along by a very big rubber duck. Yeah, I think I'll go over there, go to the services, change the engine. Let you have a listen to that engine was on about. What the hell was it? Yeah, probably better off with a longer chassis as well. You know, slightly longer. Maybe a 6x4 for more grip. This is a 2x4. So, more manoeuvrable. Cheaper to run on the gas. But 6x4, you've got 4 wheels that are drivable. You know, on the drivetrain. More grip. But a little bit more of a turn and circle. So that's the southwest corner of this map. Explore the other bits. Let's have a little jump outside again. So many different outcrop of rock there.
Get ready to turn left.
Crazy world.
Turn left.
Stop it, Doodle. You crazy
Get ready
nut.
to turn left. Turn left.
The trees here.
Get ready
Bates
to turn
Motel.
left.
It's like a prison there, doesn't it?
Turn
That
left.
place. Okay, folks. Oh, God. Not watching what I'm doing here. Missed me turn, but let's go back. Okay, let's do not enter.
Make a U-turn.
Well, I'll stop up here. It doesn't matter where I stop, really. I'm looking for a place to change the engine, really. Oh. Finish off up here. Yay!
Finding a new route.
Or could we take a job on here? That suits. Let's have a look. Ba-bum. Oh, I'm back where I was. Pity I never took that. Yeah, I've sort of been up here though. Okay, kinky. Okay, I'm gonna call that quits. And hope you enjoyed that little corner of the world. I'll catch you on the next.